Uh, First off, thank you to the fans for driving us on again. This place has become a special place to play in this year. Columbus is a very good team, well coached, gave us some problems, I thought, in the first half. Over the course of 90 minutes, though, you did see they had only, I think, 16 healthy bodies, so they were a little bit thin. We thought if we continued to play at a high tempo, we could eventually wear them down. A little bit of a patchwork back line that they had. So we thought over the course of 90 minutes, if we played our game and continued to push the tempo on a hot night in our building, we would get chances. Credit to the guys. They've fought hard over these last 3 games. We've proven now that we can go Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday without blinking and worrying and acting like that's the biggest deal in the world. So travel, temperature, referees, all the different things that go into it. I think our guys deserve some time off going into the break. Proud of the group, proud of the performance, proud of everyone at the club, needs to be said. Everyone behind the scenes, all the technical staff, the medical staff, the performance department has really put a lot into this thing. We're nowhere near where we need to be. We still can improve each and every day. But for right now, setting the goal to go into the Copa America break in first place in the East was what we said at the beginning of the year. We're there now. We still gave up too many goals. I'm still angry at the guys for giving up a goal, up a man. For some reason, we take our foot off the gas a little bit and we get punished. So you can still learn from even the wins and the success. So we'll look at the tape. We'll evaluate the rest of the performances, and we'll get back to work pretty quickly after taking a day or two to regroup. The guys have earned that. Happy with them, and again, this is the start of something I think special.
Mark, first question.
Jim, you said one of your other goals going into this break was to remain undefeated at home, and you've done that. Could you just talk about the play at home in this sport?
Yeah, anywhere in the world you have to win your home games in any sport. It's critical, and we haven't done that in the past. And I think that the mentality and the mindset has shifted here, and there is a confidence when we play here. Is the soccer perfect yet? Far from it. I think we can improve and can be a little smarter in how we close games out. But at the same time, you can see a group of guys that pushes, is not scared, gives every ounce of energy, represents the city of Philadelphia, and is playing pretty good soccer right now. And I'm a big believer in the table tells the truth. At the end of the day, we're where we are because we've put a lot into it. Again, it's still tight in the East. It's going to be tight the whole year. So we're not satisfied. We'll continue to push, but I am happy with my team.
Joe, here on the right.
Looking back on it, Ken's clearance off the line,
Yeah.
30 minutes or so, comes up being a big play. How important was that looking back, and how do you assess Ken's performance today?
Yeah, over the course of 90 minutes, there's 100 little plays that could go either way. You could flip it and say, if we get the 2v1 right at the top of the box between Kilo and CJ, it can change the game too. But Ken made a great play to pull it off the goal line. He has I'll call it a high soccer IQ. He has a knack for being in the right place at the right time as a defender. Probably was disappointed with himself when he slipped on the first goal and let Kamara free. He's actually in a good spot to clear it, just lost his footing there. So difficult, but he bailed us out in that moment. There's going to be, against good teams like Columbus, there's going to be, we're going to have to dodge a bullet or two. And I thought that we managed things well. And, Ken had a strong performance again. He's a very good center back in this league.
Andy, front.
Jim, I know rookies are rookies, but now you're pushing toward the halfway point. Are you seeing these kids develop faster than maybe you thought would happen?
No, they're good. They're good players. Ernie was aggressive in the draft, really aggressive in the draft, and we got 3 guys that we wanted, and then 2 guys in the later rounds that we wanted as well that are actually performing day in and day out in training. Keegan, Josh, and Fabian are the ones on the field right now. Fabian scores a heck of a goal to ice it tonight, but they're the 3 that are getting the minutes. We've played the rookies the most in the league by a healthy amount. We trust young players. I think you guys know that. We don't care if they're young or old or it doesn't make a difference. We'll put them out there. We finished a lot of games this year with 3 rookies on the field, and they've done an exceptional job for us. We're a team. I think the true sense of the word, we are a team. We said it before we came out today on the field, everybody is asking now, who is the leader of this group? Or when the games get tough, who's your guy that steps up? I think I have 11 guys that will lead and 11 guys that will step up when the game starts.
Bill, here, right.
Jim, speaking of Fabian, how do you assess his season thus far, and how much can that goal tonight help him going forward?
I mean, Ernie, Chris, and I talked about it on a daily basis. We see what happened tonight in training every day. So he's a kid that around the goal is incredibly sharp. He has a knack for running, losing his center back, being in the right spot at the right time, composure. So he gets slipped in there on his weaker foot to have the composure to know that the center back's only play there is to slide. He cuts it back to his strong foot and puts it in a pretty good spot, to say the least. So he has things I can't teach. I don't take credit for any of that. That is for sure. He is special around the goal. He has a lot to learn. He worked hard defensively tonight, and I'm proud of that. So that was my message when he went in. I said, if you score a goal, great, but I'm more concerned now with the defensive work and the defensive effort. And he is not fazed by going into a game, whether we're winning, whether we're losing, whether we're tied. He's the same every time. He's not scared, that's for sure.
Emmett, second row, center.
So Elsinio's made quite a few substitute appearances.
Yeah.
Next subs. What's your thoughts on him this far and his role in the team?
I think fitness is the clear one, right? So tonight was 20 minutes, and you could see he was fatigued a bit by the end. He's incredible, 1-versus-1, incredible. Again, a guy who we got going really well. If you think back to the Chicago game where he played 90 minutes and was taking guys on and looked like what we saw in preseason, and he was able to sustain it. So his fitness was very good. He had a little setback with not a major injury, but just little minor ones that have kept him out. And he's a guy that, listen, when he's fully healthy and fully fit, he's as dangerous as there is in our league. And I mean that. And I've seen it in training. So we're not just going to throw him in there for 90 right away and have a setback and maybe another injury, because other guys are playing well also. Again, we're too deep in each spot. And, when he's called upon, he steps up. He made some good plays tonight. He made some plays that you question, some blind flicks. And it's just a matter of getting some sharpness back. And you only get that through playing games.
Mike, back row, center.
Matt Jones gets his first start in goal tonight. What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, I thought he was good. I thought he was solid. On the first one, we made 2 mistakes. Fabi over-aggressive. Ken slips. Again, we give up goals as a team, but on that one, I don't think there's anything he could really do. The second one, I didn't get a clear look at, but marking in the middle was obviously not good. We lost the guy out wide. Unacceptable. Up a man. Again, to take our foot off the gas. So I don't think anything Matt could do there. Did okay on some crosses. I thought it's not an easy situation. He's had a bit of a roller coaster having your firstborn. So I'm very happy for him to get a win. He really helped the team. And we've had the next man up mentality. Guys have stepped up and done a really good job. By the true sense of the word, we are a team. We're not about individuals. We don't have a superstar. Our team is the star.
Last two here, Joe and Ryan.
Jim, did you learn anything new about what you have in your group after this Wednesday sequence?
I learned that we're in good shape. I think that we knew that, but it confirmed it. To go to Orlando in the heat, to go to play at altitude, deal with all those scenarios, to come home on a pretty warm night tonight. We have good fitness. Our guys are pushing, and our sports performance department has done a really good job of the maintenance to not have a lot of little injuries. We've really minimized that, and you can see guys get stronger as the game goes on. There's still a whole nother level we can push to. We've gotten here by hard work, and we're going to continue to work hard. We have a good group of guys that have a belief now, and there's a lot of positives going on at the club right now. And we want to stay at the top of the East for the rest of the year. It's not easy to do, and it's easy for me to sit up here with a microphone and talk about it, but the only way we do it is through the training each and every day. And the guys have brought that. We'll need to bring it now for the next 4 months. So it's still a long way to go.
Last one, Ryan.
You have a lot of respect for Connor Casey as a player.
Love Connor.
Did any part of you feel bad seeing him go out like that?
No, not one part. Not one part. I love Connor Casey. He's a friend. He's a great player. I thought that our fans I guess you'd call that a tribute. I don't know what you call that, but it was pretty cool to see a guy who gave a lot to the club go off, probably not the way he wanted to go off with a red card, but Philly fans sometimes catch a bad rap nationally, but we're very knowledgeable people. We love people that give everything on the field, and those are the guys. If you go through all the athletes, the Iversons for the Union, Connor Casey, a guy who left everything out there, played physical and had an in-your-face mentality. So, not surprised they cheered him off, but at the same time, I was thinking, thank God there's not two forwards up there for the last 15 minutes, because Connor's a guy who's very dangerous. So, no sympathy from me, but again, a guy I think very highly of and is in a lot of ways responsible for me getting a head coaching job.